When you picture a millionaire, what comes to mind? Is it the luxury cars, the designer suits, or the sprawling mansions? What do most millionaires really have in common? It's not just flashy cars or piles of gold coins. The real secret is something most people overlook: debt. Many wealthy people don't run from debt, they learn to master it, turning what most fear into a powerful advantage. To them, debt isn't a burden or a trap, it's a tool, one that, when used wisely, can unlock doors to opportunities most people never see. This isn't about reckless spending or buying things you can't afford, it's about using debt with intention, as a lever to build real, lasting wealth. Think of debt like fire. In the wrong hands it can destroy, but in the right hands it can fuel growth, innovation, and prosperity. The difference is knowledge and control. The rich respect debt. They use it to multiply their resources, turning small amounts of capital into fortunes that grow over time. Most people are taught to fear debt, to avoid it at all costs, but that fear is what keeps so many stuck, unable to move beyond their current circumstances. The wealthy, on the other hand, use debt to acquire assets, like real estate and businesses, that generate cash flow and appreciate in value, creating wealth that works for them. While most people save for years to buy one thing, the rich use debt to buy 10 things that pay them back again and again, compounding their wealth. This is your wake-up call. Stop thinking about debt like a peasant, afraid and limited. Start thinking like a king, using every tool at your disposal to build your empire. In this series, I'll show you how the rich use debt as their greatest tool for wealth creation, and how you can start applying these strategies in your own life. We'll break down the difference between good debt and bad debt, explore the power of leverage, and reveal why your fear of debt is actually holding you back from financial freedom. Get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about money. What you don't know about debt could be costing you a fortune, and it's time to change that. Remember, money is a soldier. If you learn to command it wisely, you can send it into battle, and watch it return with reinforcements. Debt isn't good or bad, it's a tool. The outcome depends on how you use it. The wealthy see debt as a lever to amplify their capital and accelerate wealth. Most people use debt for consumption, vacations, clothes, dinners. That's bad debt. The rich use debt for investment, buying assets that generate more cash than the loan costs. Imagine borrowing $100,000 at 5% interest, but using it to earn $15,000 a year. That's a $10,000 profit using someone else's money. The wealthy constantly look for these opportunities. The first step to wealth: change your mindset. Debt isn't a dirty word, it's leverage. Used correctly, it's the most powerful wealth-building tool available. It lets your money work in multiple places at once. Amateurs save money. Professionals put money, and other people's money, to work. Start thinking like a professional. Leverage is your new vocabulary. Most people fear debt because they've been taught to. Horror stories about debt create a deep, emotional fear that paralyzes people financially. This fear leads to a scarcity mindset, hoarding cash, avoiding risk, and earning little. The rich play offense, not defense. Schools don't teach financial literacy, so people avoid debt and miss out on wealth-building opportunities. Bad experiences with high-interest debt make people think all debt is evil. To build wealth, replace fear with education. Analyze deals by the numbers, not by anxiety. Let math, not fear, guide your decisions. Not all debt is created equal. The difference between good debt and bad debt is what separates the rich from everyone else. Bad debt buys things that lose value. Shopping sprees, jet skis, big TVs. These are liabilities that drain your wallet. Good debt buys assets that increase in value or generate income. The asset pays for the loan and puts extra cash in your pocket. Cash flow is the secret to getting rich. Ask yourself, will this purchase make me richer or poorer? If it puts money in your pocket after costs, it's good debt. If it takes money out, it's bad debt. Run the other way. This question is your compass. Most people see a mortgage as a burden. The idea of owing hundreds of thousands of dollars can feel overwhelming, and the monthly payments seem like a never-ending obligation. For many, a mortgage is simply a necessary step to owning a home, but it's often viewed as a weight that drags down financial freedom. The wealthy see it as leverage. They understand that a mortgage is not just debt, it's a powerful tool that can unlock opportunities and multiply wealth. Instead of focusing on the liability, they focus on the potential for growth. A mortgage lets you control a large, appreciating asset with a small down payment. This means you can own a property worth far more than the cash you put in, giving you access to the full benefits of real estate ownership. Put down 20% on a $500,000 home, and you get 100% of the appreciation. Even though you only invested $100,000, any increase in the property's value is yours to keep. This is the magic of leverage in real estate. If the home rises 5% in value, you've made a 25% return on your cash. That's a return most investments can't match, and it's all because you used borrowed money to amplify your gains. Rent out the property and the rent covers the mortgage and expenses. Now, not only is your investment growing in value, but someone else is paying down your loan for you. Now you have positive cash flow and appreciation, plus your tenant pays down your mortgage. Over time, your equity grows, and your risk decreases, all while you collect monthly income. The rich multiply this strategy, using equity and cash flow from one property to buy more. They don't stop at one house. They build a portfolio, reinvesting profits and leveraging their growing assets. This is how real estate empires are built. Each property becomes a stepping stone to the next, compounding wealth over time and creating streams of income that can last for generations. They use tools like home equity lines of credit, HELOCs, to pull out cash and invest again. By tapping into the equity they've built, they can fund new deals without selling their existing properties. A mortgage isn't a ball and chain, it's a key to the vault. Used wisely, it opens doors to financial freedom and long-term prosperity. The wealthy scale up, turning one smart mortgage into many. They diversify across neighborhoods, property types, and even cities, spreading risk and maximizing opportunity. Real estate is a wealth machine when you use debt wisely. It's not just about owning a home, it's about building a system that works for you, even while you sleep. Don't just buy a home, build a portfolio. Think bigger, and let your investments work together to create lasting wealth. Let your assets pay for themselves and grow your wealth. With each property, you're not just adding bricks and mortar, you're building your financial future. That's how fortunes are made. Real estate, when approached with the right mindset and strategy, transforms from a simple home into a true wealth machine. To build real wealth, you'll likely need to own a business. Equity in a business can make you rich, and business loans are the rocket fuel. Bootstrapping is slow. A business loan accelerates growth. The wealthy borrow to invest in things that generate high returns: equipment, marketing, talent. If you can borrow at 7% and earn 30%, it's a no-brainer. Imagine a bakery taking a loan to expand, profits soar, and the loan pays for itself. Lines of credit give businesses flexibility to manage cash flow and seize opportunities. The rich use lines of credit as both safety nets and opportunity funds. Speed and flexibility are huge advantages in business. Don't fear business debt, use it strategically. That's how empires are built. Let debt fuel your enterprise. Leverage is the secret sauce of wealth. It means using borrowed money, other people's money, OPM, to multiply your returns. The poor work for money, the rich make money, and OPM work for them. A lever lets you lift more than you could alone. Financial leverage does the same. With a small down payment, you control a large asset and reap all the rewards. Saving your way to wealth is slow and limited. Leverage creates exponential growth. Assets appreciate, loans get paid down, cash flow grows. But leverage is a double-edged sword. It can magnify losses too. If your asset drops in value, your losses are amplified. That's why the rich are disciplined. They do their homework, run the numbers, and have backup plans. They respect leverage and use it with care. Don't gamble, be strategic. Leverage can make you rich, but only if you use it wisely. Study, plan, and execute with precision. That's the power of OPM. Throughout history, some of the world's most influential people have used debt as a powerful tool to build empires and change the world. While many fear borrowing, these visionaries saw opportunity where others saw risk. Take Walt Disney, for example. When banks refused to fund his dream, he borrowed against his life insurance and took on personal debt to build Disneyland. It was a bold move that many thought would end in disaster. If he'd failed, he would have lost everything: his home, his company, his reputation, but he didn't fail. Disneyland's opening day was a sensation, and its success launched a global entertainment empire that continues to inspire millions. Ray Kroc, the man behind McDonald's, also used debt as a lever. He borrowed to buy land, then leased it to franchisees, creating a business model that revolutionized fast food and real estate. The real estate, funded by strategic borrowing, became the foundation of his fortune. Kroc's willingness to take calculated risks with debt turned a small burger stand into a global powerhouse. Today, the world's biggest tech giants follow similar paths. They borrow billions to invest in innovation, infrastructure, and growth, knowing that smart debt can fuel their ambitions. Elon Musk's companies, from Tesla to SpaceX, have taken on massive debt to build factories, launch rockets, and push the boundaries of what's possible. Without borrowing, these dreams would have remained just ideas. Used wisely, debt becomes a tool for turning big dreams into reality. It's not just about survival, it's about creating something extraordinary. These stories share a common thread: bold vision, relentless drive, and the smart, calculated use of debt to achieve the impossible. The wealthy don't shy away from borrowing. They embrace it as a core strategy for growth, expansion, and innovation. Debt isn't just a last resort. For those who master it, it's a way to scale up, seize opportunities, and build lasting legacies. The lesson is clear: don't fear debt. Learn how to use it strategically, and you can unlock doors to growth and success. Use debt to create, to build, and to expand your vision. Let it be the engine that drives your ambitions forward. That's how legends are made. The question is, what will you build with the power of smart debt? The rich don't fear debt, they use it. We've learned the difference between good and bad debt, and how tools like mortgages and business loans build wealth. Leverage, using other people's money, creates outsized returns. The evidence is clear: debt, used wisely, is a powerful tool. So what will you do? Keep fearing debt, or start using it to your advantage? Start with education. Read, listen, study, and learn to analyze deals. Destroy bad debt first, then look for your first opportunity to use good debt. Rethink everything you know about debt. It's not a monster, it's an ally. Your financial future depends on this mental shift. The secret is out. Now it's yours. Don't waste it. Start learning, planning, and taking action. The world is full of opportunities for those bold enough to seize them. Go get your share.